Yes, this is the 260, and yes, we have broken our chains from Speece today, and we are out at Maple Creek Middle School with the 7th annual Carroll Youth Football Jamboree, Dave Rickert. And I tell you what, coming down Union Chapel Road, seeing all the excitement, man, it just feels like football. It feels like community.
It's strong community.
Strong community. I'm fired up. We got Dave Rickert, of course, with us. The greatest nickname from Chicago to Fort Wayne, Sonar, is making all this happen. Denise is out here. And I'm excited to present the commissioner of the Carroll Youth Football League, Rick Hobbs. And Rick, man, you know what?
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Congratulations. So much spirit, so much community out here. You guys, the 7th annual Jamboree. I mean, I just can't say enough good things about the hard work you guys have done out here in the Northwest.
We definitely appreciate you guys coming out here and supporting us as well. You know, we love this program. It's a huge passion of ours. Our goal every year is to make it bigger and better. As you can see this year, you know, we try to grow our numbers a little bit every year.
266 kids, correct?
Yeah, 266.
And 80 girls?
81 cheerleaders, yeah.
Everything gets bigger out here. I know I talked about the Maple Creek Middle School. I almost called it the high school because I pull up and it feels like a high school environment. But again, tell us those numbers, man, and talk, after you give us those numbers, talk a little bit, Rick, about just the growth that you guys have seen in your youth tackle program.
Yeah, so football players right now, 266, 81 cheerleaders.
Woo!
And honestly, the cheer program has been a huge addition to our league. If we allowed it, we would probably outgrow football. Just
well,
because
that's what Brian was saying yesterday. You have to cap it.
Yes, we do.
So you have to
don't have
cap
enough coaches.
So you have to cap the cheer program.
Yeah, we have to. And listen, if we could get more volunteers to come out and help coach cheer, we would love to open that number up and even have more support out here for football. And we're not just exclusive to the Carroll district. We have football players that come from all over Fort Wayne.
I know you do.
Private schools, city schools. I mean, and we love them
because
we just love the game of football, and we want the kids to come out here and enjoy the game of football
and learn tackling.
And it's all about fundamentals at this age.
It is, and I think that's the biggest thing that I've pushed with my battle for youth tackle football is get them out here young, teach the fundamentals. I look around and you've got so many great men and women out here helping with your program and teaching the kids, and I think that's the biggest thing because at that 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th grade level, that's where the game you begin to really love the game, don't you, Rick? And
Absolutely.
I think when you have some role models and people out here that are showing you how to do it right, I think that's everything.
And it's nice being able to get the high school invested with us, too.
Yes.
We have team recognition nights. The kids love it. They go out there, they stand at the rock, and as the players are touching the rock, they're high-fiving our kids.
I know.
And they love it. And in the cheerleaders, they always go to the game of the Battle of the Boulders between the two middle schools, Maple Creek and Carroll Middle.
And that's a big middle school.
Yeah. So that's always a huge event for us, too.
Yeah.
But basically, we just want the kids to come out and love what they do. We want them to be passionate about football, passionate about cheer. Just have a good time. And, we want to get the parents, the coaches invested, just love our program. We're all volunteers. We don't make any money off of this.
And,
the list that you have on the board, what is it, 2, 4, 12, 13 people?
Yeah, and we're always looking for more because, like you said, there's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. I mean, this is not just football season for us. This is year-round for board members.
I know it is. And what I like about it is you guys have a real diverse board, so you get a lot of good feedback with different people, a lot of good ideas, and I think that's part of the reason you guys have really flourished, because when you think of youth football, man, you think of, hey, we got to go out there and teach them to tackle and do all that, but man, here comes cheerleading, here comes the organization of it, and that's what I've just really have been impressed with. Obviously, the product on the field with the kids and the cheerleaders is awesome, but the organization of the board and everything, and I'll tell you what, I went down and I watched that Carroll State Championship game last year, And when I was doing games on Friday nights for Summit City, and I've done, high school football for 25 years on Friday nights, I can literally go out to a high school football game and I can look at a kid and I know what youth program he has come up with, what youth coach has made a difference. And I'm telling you, this is where it's all built. And I've said it before, if I was Coach Dinan, you guys would be getting flowers every month for what you're doing down here, because you know what? It's such a great compliment with what you guys do, getting the kids ready in youth, and then all of a sudden you're over at Maple Creek Middle School, or Carroll Middle School, and then all of a sudden you're in the program. Yeah. So the feeder system, the top-down organization in the feeder system, I just can't say enough. And we watch Carroll continue, as Dave always tells me, Carroll is a 6A, continues to get bigger and bigger and grow. And Dave always tells me
it's going to be the biggest school in the state of Indiana.
That's what Dave says. Dave says it will be the biggest school, at least definitely in the north part of the state. And all of a sudden you see the product on Friday nights at Carroll, Rick, and that's got to be a sense of pride for you guys, because you've had those dogs. Those dogs have started here. And when you look at Steely, you look at, Anderson, Starks, look at all these great players, Valdez last year, Jeffrey
Valdez.
Becker playing for South Dakota State. It's got to give you guys a sense of pride.
It's so much pride, it's hard to even explain, but we love going out there and watching these high schoolers play, and knowing they came, they started here.
Through the program.
And we like to take maybe not all the responsibility, but a little bit of it, because we like to think the
You're
fundamentals
the
and passion starts here.
Yeah, you're the foundation of it.
This is the foundation. What people don't realize is the youth football is the foundation.
Like Powell used to be.
Like Powell used to be, absolutely. And that's why I've been so disappointed and have pushed back so hard on that, because you can't, to come out and play full padded flag football just defeats the whole purpose. But I tell you what, Rick, I went out to, they had me go out to JFL with Jake Smith to kind of help I call it the Whitley, Columbia City, get their youth program going. And we put a lot of work in out there and got that jump started. And now they're starting to see, the benefits of that, but nothing compared to this. And I just like the community atmosphere. And you know what else it does, Dave? It gets people bought in.
Joe, a lady just walked by, and this is what Rick was just saying. It's a Northrop mom. So you got Northrop kids here.
I know. And that's what that's what I'm trying so hard to
I'm pretty sure the Northrop head coach is even here too, because his son plays for our league.
He's in this league.
Yeah, he's in this league.
Yes. Q.
So we
Joe,
love
that says everything right there about Powell.
And we love those stories, though.
I know it does.
Because we're always trying to better our league, and that's our goal. We want to grow. No offense to other leagues out there, but
of course.
We strive to be the best. We're constantly upgrading our equipment. We're constantly
that's a big help
stuff.
from OPS also. We're correct.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, talk about that, Rick,
and
about
Dr.
just
Russell.
the great Dr. Russell and the people at OPS. Just talk about the support you guys have gotten.
So Russell and his crew, they're a great a part of our league as well. They're one of our main sponsors. They cut us a decent sized check every year, and that really does help us.
Buys your helmets.
It helps a lot. A lot of money goes into this league, and a lot of people don't realize that.
Helmets aren't cheap. I do like a screen print for Carroll.
Even just the recondition, because we have to recondition our helmets.
And that only lasts so long.
Every other year, and so we have a constant rotation of helmets going on, shoulder pads, pants, and not to mention our officials that come out here too.
You got to pay them.
They're paid officials.
Sure.
And as you well know, I'm sure you've seen around the state. It's harder and harder to get officials to come and officiate some of these games. So, we always make sure that they're well taken care of, because our goal is to have, great officials coming out here being part of our great community here too.
Yeah. Are they local officials?
A lot of them are local, yep.
How long have you been involved with this yourself, Rick?
So I first moved up here from another town. It was a small town. We didn't have a program near what this is. They basically had a summer camp, and that was it. So when we moved up, that was in Peru, Indiana. Yeah,
there's not much down there.
Yeah, there's not much down there. So when we moved up here, my son actually over there in that red hair walking this way.
Good-looking kid.
He started out on Orange Crush.
Yeah, we're talking to you.
And,
we're talking about you.
He plays for Brian Nix now.
Does he?
As an 8th grader.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
But again, man, foundation started here. So when we moved up here, we first heard of the league. and he started on Orange Crush, and I've been part of it ever since. So this is my second year as commissioner here. Every 2 years, we revote, reposition, spots.
Keep everything fresh.
Yep, absolutely. And we're always looking for more board members too, because there's a lot of work. So we
only have so much time in a day to do your normal dailies.
And, between the concession
Then run a
stand,
league
social
like this.
media, the day-to-day ordering and financing.
What
part
is your
of
social media?
So we have 3. We have chargeryouthfootball.com, and if you go to our website, it'll give you links to all of our social medias.
Okay.
So check us out. We got videos on there. We got links to all the teams. You can see who's on each team, who's coaching.
That's cool.
And then
I love the names. Orange Crush.
Yep.
The Greyhounds.
Well,
Red Bulls and White Lightning.
Red Bulls, White Lightnings, and the kids in high school still talk about
Absolutely.
those names. Yeah, you know what I mean?
The motto is once you're on a team, you're on that team for life. So, even the high schoolers, they come out and
That's
say,
great, baby.
they'll fist bump, their little teammates.
Greyhounds, baby.
Each kid is probably $250 to $300.
I know, and this is what you do. You invest back into your community, and I mean, take a moment, man. Talk about the pride you have. I mean, what's it feel for you? Your roots down in Peru, coming out here, man, and being a part of this and being the commissioner of something that is just this awesome in the community.
Yeah, so we're real passionate about this, and and we get a lot of buy-in from a lot of people too. But to come out here on a day like today and see 1,000+ people out here,
rocking, baby.
And we got a couple food trucks, so we just love to see everybody out here having a good time. We got cheerleaders cheering on the teams, a bunch of cheer parents, food trucks, and football. We got OPS behind us running a combine.
I saw that. How cool is that, man? That kind of has a little bit of like the professional feel a little bit to it.
Gives these kids, they see what the big boys are doing.
Yes.
It gives them a chance to do it themselves.
Yep, and then combine, they have the team winner, and it's not been announced yet, but the winner for varsity this year is our Purple Storm. So
Purple Storm. Okay.
So if they're watching this, they're going to know before they actually get awarded
Let's
the trophy.
go, baby, Purple. I see you, Purple Storm.
Purple
They're all the
Storm
way down there.
Yeah, I see you
down there. They rocked it this year at the combine, so they're going to get a
Wow.
nice size trophy to take
It's
home
a
for the
big
year.
trophy, man.
Yeah.
Now, what all do they do with the OPS Combine? What all does that entail?
So
Rick?
they do just skill events, like they do a jump, they do a sprint, they do some different
cone drills,
cone
and
drills,
stuff, and all that good stuff. So they kind of take everybody's time and kind of put it all together. So that's good, man, because you know what? At this age, you can begin to see who has what skill set. If I have a kid that can reverse field quickly in the cone drill, it also helps me to kind of know where I'm going to play them or what I'm going to do. So, man, that's just exciting stuff, man.
And today's unofficial too. So this is basically a practice for the kids to give the coaches a foundation on, hey, what do we need to work on in the next couple weeks
Jamboree
before our game starts?
You got the whole community out.
Yep, absolutely.
I got a great Jamboree story, though, for you. Got a great Jamboree story. When they used to have the old Jamboree for the Summit Athletic Conference, I played over at South, and one year they decided for us to play North, right? And we had never beaten, when I was over there, we'd never beaten North. And you played for that old totem pole sonar that was probably from the 1930s or who knows where that. I never even saw the totem pole, right? So, man, we go over there, Rick, and we play them in the Jamboree. And the Jamboree was just a half of football. Well, we beat them, right? And so when the Jamboree ended at the half, we ran over to get the totem pole, right? And they're like,
no.
And Rico shouts out to Rico Talamentes. Shouts out to Rico. And hey, if you need a haircut, man, that's the barber shop you got to go to. But Rico says, no, man, we didn't bring the totem pole, and you don't get the totem pole
for
winning the Jamboree. It's a Jamboree, Joe. So
it's a practice.
But it is fun, though, with the Jamboree, because back then in high school and now looking at this out here, it's a chance to put kids in different situations, different positions, and get ready for the season, huh, Rick?
Absolutely. And we love it out here, and we love the community to come out and support us as well. Even if you don't have a player, you're more than welcome to come out and watch a great game of youth football. And
quickly, how do you section your teams with 3rd and 4th grade or 5th and 6th? Tell us a little bit about how you section it off and like how many groups of teams you have, okay?
Yeah, so we have 8 teams, and we section them off, and 3rd and 4th is our JV, and 5th and 6th is our varsity.
Gotcha. So that's how you do it, so that's great. Now, when you have your games on Saturdays, does the JV play before the varsity, or how do you guys structure it?
It's a mix. It's a mix. We try to mix it up a little bit. That way, because we try to get everybody opportunities to play on the main field.
Gotcha.
Because on game days, we utilize the main field too.
Sure,
so we'll
you
have
do.
3 games going on at a time.
Okay. So it's not, you don't do it all day long. You get it all wrapped up.
Yeah, yep.
Well, once again, Rick, last question. again, thank you for all your efforts out here. Look in that camera and just tell the people again about what Carroll Youth Football is all about.
All right, so Carroll Youth Football, we're all about developmental skills. We're all about kids loving the sport of football and cheer as well. We want cheerleaders. We want football players to come together.
Coaches.
Be passionate. Coaches. Be passionate about our league. Be passionate about growing in their love in the sport and continue on in the future. And we love to go out there. I mean, my family and I travel to these high school games. We don't just support here. We follow the team and we support them out there too.
Thank you, man. I
Really
tell you
appreciate
what,
it.
Appreciate. You know what? Another name spoken with pride.
Rick Hobbs.
Rick Hobbs, Commissioner of Carroll Youth Football, and thanks for joining us, Rick. Very impressive out here.
Thanks to 260 for coming out and supporting us as well.
260, doesn't we, Dave? We want to be a part of all this, don't we?
Yes, we do. That's all. We're about the fort.
Now I'm going to get up and watch a little ball for a minute. Someone's going to have to tie me down because you know how much I love football. But coming up next, man,
Amanda Myers.
Amanda Myers, and you talk about putting in a cheerleading program, and you can't have football without the cheerleaders. But you talk about just the excitement and putting that program in. So we're excited. Coming up next, we're going to have the great Amanda Myers talk about the cheerleading program. And again, we are out here at Maple Creek Middle School celebrating the Carroll Youth Football. And this is...
And cheer.
Thank you, Dave. And this is the 260. And yes, this is the 260, and Dave and I and Sonar and Denise, we are out today at the Maple Creek Middle School enjoying the 7th annual Carroll Youth Football Jamboree. And I tell you what, Dave, it just gets me fired up, man. Brings back memories when I played. But when I played youth football, there was nothing like this.
No.
So this is just the organization and the structure and the dedication to the kids in the community these board members have is just exciting. And speaking of that, we're excited right now to talk to Amanda Myers, who's the director of the cheerleading program. And I tell you what, Amanda,
it's amazing.
This is amazing. This is awesome because when you can come out, it's one thing to play youth football, but when you have that cheerleading and you have the infrastructure, it just adds so much to the game. And we were just blown away when we had Brian on the potty, didn't we, Dave?
Yeah.
Brian talked so much of what you guys have done for the girls with the cheerleading program. So
thank you.
Congratulations. And first of all, 81 girls out.
That's just
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we have a really strong program, and we actually grow every year.
Yeah.
How many
Yeah.
years have you been in charge?
So I started the program.
Okay.
I
Well,
started-
congratulations.
Thank
Hey.
you.
Yeah, let's go, Sonar. We got the founder. We got
Yeah.
the founder of the cheerleading.
No,
So
gee.
great. That's right.
So this is our third year.
Okay.
My boy plays on Orange Crush, and he started as a second grader because
Wow.
he needed to hit other things besides things in my home. So
Thank
we
you,
signed
thank
him
you.
up.
Now do me a favor. Say that again.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
You
So
need to hit other things.
So I actually cheered through college, and
Where
at?
Eureka College.
Oh,
I'm from
Eureka.
Illinois.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Are you originally from Illinois?
I am. Yeah.
Wow.
Glad to
Yeah.
have you in the fort.
Thanks. It's better to be in the fort.
I'd say so.
260.
Yeah,
got the
right?
necklace on. 260.
So when he was a second grader, there was not a program, and
Sure.
just being in the community, I knew that there was a real need for a strong cheer program. So we started it up, and immediately we had an amazing response.
How many
and
girls in the first year?
I think we had close to 65 the first
First
year.
year.
Wow, you started it
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
So you've
Wow.
been capped. You've been capped for a long time.
Wow.
Yeah. So I coached at Carroll High School.
Yeah.
And before I had kids, then I had kids, and so then we started this up. And now I'm the Carroll Middle School coach. So I'm very involved in cheering the community anyway.
So you had a presence in the community.
did,
So when you
yes.
kind of planted your flag with the cheerleading program, people gravitated towards you.
Yes, yeah. And so then last year we had 100 girls, but we didn't have enough coaches.
Now that's a great problem. Now
Yeah.
if I'm involved in youth
That's a great problem.
sports or youth cheerleading, Sonar, the problem is I have so many kids out. I don't have enough coaches.
Right.
That's a great problem.
Right.
So you've you've kind of had to manage that.
Hey,
Huh?
Sonar, can you just get a shot of the girls
Look
over
at the
here
girls over
practicing?
there. Look at those beautiful uniforms
Aren't
and
they
that.
so cute?
That just looks like football.
Yeah.
It's funny. I did the
I've
year.
watched them. They actually go through the stretching, everything.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You know what, Amanda, you'll appreciate this. When I did the high school football for Summit City Sports, the game of the week on Friday nights during the COVID, when the parents couldn't go and nobody could be at the games, I never realized how much I missed the cheerleading, the band, the
Yeah.
smell of the hot dogs. I thought,
Yeah.
well, okay, Joe, we'll go out, we'll sit in the closet, and we'll do ball. Okay, I can do ball anywhere. But I didn't realize how much of everything else I missed and what that brings to the game.
It really does. It really does. And I don't think people estimate how much we pump the players up and how
yeah.
excited. And so at the Jamboree, we don't do it, but at the regular games, the girls will run out and they'll do a palm tunnel that the boys will run through.
Oh,
and they
that's
just
real. That's
love
like
it.
Friday Night Lights.
It
Friday Night
really
Lights.
is. That's
Yeah.
what we try to replicate. We try to give them that sense of excitement.
Yeah, that's exciting. Now, how often do you guys get together a week to practice, and what kind of effort and time do you have with all the girls?
So we start a couple weeks before football.
Let's go.
And we practice Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6 to 7:30. So from 6 to 7 we do conditioning.
So you're
we
getting
teach
3
them-
hours a week.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
you,
teach
Dave.
them cheers.
Yeah. Conditioning,
Yeah.
getting ready. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
getting out of the house.
Yeah, right.
That's what's great. Yeah.
That's what we're missing. I always tell the story. I went to Northrop, and the band over there, they used to be called the Big Orange Pride. They'd have 250, 300 kids. Mm-hmm. Now I go by the school every day, and they're down to about 50.
Oh, that's too bad.
And it shows that the kids aren't getting out.
I know.
And you're getting these girls out twice a
Yeah.
week, 3 hours total. Getting some exercise.
Yeah. We also do a lot of stunting during practice for our older girls. Cheerleading goes from 1st to 6th grade, while football starts at 3rd grade.
Wow. So you guys start even earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting to know. See, we're getting an education in that,
Well,
Dave.
I do Leo cheer. I do some stuff for Leo cheer in the screen print in our company, and the girls, it's a sport to them.
Oh, there's a palm tunnel right there. They're doing it.
Oh, they're doing a palm. Yep.
Yeah.
Look at that tunnel right there. Yeah, getting a little tunnel there. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a sport. Carroll High School has...
Winter's program,
Yeah.
holy cow!
Yeah.
They're number one.
Yeah, so is Carroll High School. They've been state champs 2 years in a row.
Let's
and
go.
They've had a couple girls that signed on with full rights last year.
Wow.
So-
Really? Full ride scholarships?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm talking
From what
about.
I've been told, yeah.
Yeah,
And I went
that's
with
great.
a pretty good ride, too. So it is a
That's great.
sport, yeah.
Wow, that's great. Wow. What kind of pride for you to come out here and be like, I mean, all of you guys are busy with your jobs and your life, but what a beautiful way to give back. I mean,
Thank you.
what's that? I mean, that's gotta just feel so good to come out here.
It really does, and it's fun. Then you see them in the grocery store during the the off season, and
Yeah.
they're always so excited to see you. And
Yeah.
I have great girls and I have great families, and it's and then they get to come cheer for me at the middle school, and it's really a community.
What's it like
Yeah.
for when you go to the game on Friday nights and you see some of the alumni already?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have to say that they all came through this program.
A lot of them, yeah, and then a lot of them will wear their little uniforms, and they're just so excited.
Yeah. I mean, it's really impressive. It's exciting. And now, going forward, what do you foresee with this program? And also, if you want to give out some social media, if you want to give out your social media a little bit, and maybe talk a little bit about some of the sponsors that have stepped up maybe on the cheerleading side too, and talk a little bit about that.
So my vision for the program is to give the correct fundamentals,
Yes.
and make sure that these girls have a really good foundation at a price point that people can access, because travel cheer is so
Very
expensive.
Oh, it's so
Very
expensive.
So
And so this
expensive.
is speaking of travel cheer, this has got to be a tremendous outlet for families that can do this, correct?
Yeah, yes, it really is. And I've had a lot of girls then that will leave me in about the 5th grade to go on to travel cheer.
Sure.
And that's my whole goal, because I want them to have the
Progress.
fundamental and see if they
Be ready.
really like it, and then go on to really, accomplish their dreams. So my goal is for just us to keep getting bigger, and we obviously need parents to help coach to do that.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, and that's probably the most important part here with your segment is the shout out to the parents. Hey, we've got the foundation, we have the leader. Now we need more parents to come out and support this cheerleading program.
Yeah, yep. Social media wise, we are really in tune with the football team. So
Yes.
our social media is their social media. They do most of ours. You'll see Rick, who you just had on.
Yep.
He's going around. I actually have,
Brian's been all over this
Yep.
place.
Yeah, the guys
Yeah.
just moving around, aren't they?
so Rick has 2 little girls that have been with me from the beginning, and he does our pictures, and I'm too busy coaching to do a lot of that, so I leave it up to those guys. But Charger Youth Football, our Facebook page and our Instagram page is where our social media
Because
is
you're all
at.
one unit.
Yep,
Yeah,
you're all
we're
one
all
unit.
one.
Now,
Yep.
I tell you, you get chills looking out at this, Joe.
it's awesome. This is what
a community is supposed to be.
Yeah.
This is my dream of not only youth football but cheerleading. And what this is, Dave, you know what this is for the kids? This is one big batch of self-esteem. That's what this is today.
This is what you get when you get a one-school system.
Yes,
I agree.
exactly.
That's the power of it. And you see it as it goes up through the cheerleading, the football, all the different programs. And as Amanda just alluded to, kids are going to school, getting college paid
Yeah.
for it. They're using it. This is a vehicle. And that's really what it doesn't matter if it's cheerleading, football, or what it is.
Right.
It's a vehicle to get educated or get to a better life.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Well, I tell you what.
I tell you,
congratulations. And
Thank you.
What's that, Dave?
Real quick, like I always tell, I deal with a lot of baseball, and I tell all these young kids and parents, it's about innings. You want to get as many innings as you can, because when you get to high school, there's going to be cuts.
Right.
Yes.
And that's what, Amanda, what you're doing, you're getting these kids reps right now at 3rd grade to get ready for, it comes fast when you get to high school.
Yeah, it really does.
It goes really fast.
Okay, as we finish up, look in that camera, Amanda, and tell us, what is your favorite cheer, or what's the favorite moment with all your beautiful young girls out there that just kind of gets you going, gets that hair on the back of your neck to stand up?
So we do Battle of the Boulder. It's when Carroll Middle School will play Maple Creek at Carroll High School. And my Carroll Middle School cheerleaders and the Maple Creek cheerleaders will do Rumble,